In this video, we are going over how to create a rule when given a table. So remember, with the rule, the important parts are the growth and figure 0. So here, for A, I'm given a table of values. So let's start by trying to find the growth. So looking at this, I can see that I'm adding 3. So it looks like we're just adding 3 every time. And the x values just go up by 1. Okay, so that's my growth right there. So I know that for my equation, it'll be 3x, because again, I just took the growth and put it in front of the x. And then for figure 0 is 4 right here. Remember, because the x is the figure number, and then y is how many tiles are in each of those figures. So because it's plus 4, because there's 4 tiles in figure 0 right here, my equation is going to be plus 4. And so that would be my rule. And it's important that you check your rule to make sure it works. So let me pick at least like 2 points. So let me check maybe when x equals 2. So if I plug in 2 for x, so 3 times 2 is 6, plus 4 is 10, and that's what I got over here. So, oops, check. So that checks out. Let me try 4. So if I plug in 4 for x, 3 times 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16, and yep, that works. So you want to make sure you check a few points and not just one. Let me check one more point. Let me check figure 0. So if I plug in 0 for x, so 3 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 4 is 4, so check. Okay, so it seems like my equation does work. So again, the growth is the number in front of the x, and then the number added at the end is how many tiles are in figure 0. Okay, same thing for b. So let me start by finding the growth. So, okay, the points are going in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like on the y, we're adding 2, plus 2, plus 2. Okay, so I know that for my rule, it'll be y equals 2x, because again, the growth is what goes in front of the x. And if you want more of an explanation of why that works, you can watch the video that is creating a rule when given a pattern. I explain it a little bit more there. Okay, and then I need to figure out what's being added over here. So they didn't give me figure 0 in this one, so sometimes you might have to work backwards. So, okay, so for figure 0, I got to go backwards this time. So I'm going to subtract 2. Okay, so figure 0 would be 10, so that's how I know that plus 10 goes right here. Okay, so again, sometimes you might have to calculate what figure 0 is. Let me check that my rule works again. So let's see, if I plug in 3 for x, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 10 is 16, that works out. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 10 is 18. Okay, so it seems like my rule works for this one. So in this one, I can see that there's an empty value right here. So let's see if we can use our equation to complete that empty box. So it says here that x equals 10. So let me plug in 10 for my equation over here. And then that's going to give me my output, and that's the number that I'll put right here. Okay, so 2 times 10 is 20, plus 10 is 30. So when my input is 10, my output is 30. So if they ever ask you to fill in missing values, you can just use your equation to do that. So again, for the equation, the growth is the number in front of the x right here, and then the number being added or subtracted at the end is going to be our figure 0.